Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think all of you will probably agree with me that India is perhaps in many ways the most overserviced market. So in our business, this is the only market in the world where you can order a 10 rupee biscuit packet and expect it to be home delivered to you and tell the guy that I'll pay you tomorrow because I don't have the cash right now, I don't have change. And it works. You know, the guy will politely go away, come back the next day and take the money. So I don't think quantum of service has ever been an issue in India. We have a huge population, and what we call in our group, we call the consuming classes and the serving classes. There is a huge number of people who are willing to serve or are there to serve. It's not the quantum; it's often the consistency and quality which is the question. And particularly when you come to organizations, and this is something that we have done a lot of work as a group because we are trying to find the cultural bearing. Because I think culture finally plays a very big role in service, and that's something that's often, we try to emulate models which have been tried out elsewhere without forgetting, and we forget often that we have a fairly unique signature, and that is going to have a bearing. So I think the world kind of woke up to the entire concept of Japanese management and realized the Japanese were different from Americans. Because Japan was so successful and people found it necessary to study that. So I think the role of the Indianness in management and in everything that we do in business is probably not as well understood, and that's something that I hope over this workshop we'll probably get to hear different insights into this. My father-in-law, for example, has a servant who started out as a 12-year-old boy. He's now with him, and now he is 78 years of age. And he's been saying for a while that I want to retire. And my father-in-law says, boss, I can't see. And my father-in-law himself is 88. So he can't see this person who's 78 retire because we have tried. So we tried to get somebody else for a while, and this guy says, no, it's not the same as Sakharam. So I want only Sakharam and I can't have anybody else. And this is where the challenge for most industries also is, that service very often is so person specific and person dependent. So you have good people, and they'll be fantastic. And this all of us experience this. You call the call center of any company, and the way the person would react to you, it's often the person in question. And you don't expect the same kind of. And we as a culture accept this, that there will be inconsistency, there will be differences. There is diversity is a given in our culture. So we take that for granted. And I think I am really looking forward to this day where we'll probably look at it from various aspects. The first aspect that we're going to look at is very correctly titled The Big Debate. I went to one of the previous workshops recently where the big debate was between sales and marketing, who is the one who gets the moolah. Today we have added one more dimension to that, which is sales and marketing on one side now. So and customer service. Customer service obviously plays a huge role in retaining and getting repeat value from the customer. So the life cycle value of the customer is very strongly dependent on the value that is delivered through customer service. And to have this debate, we will probably look at it so we've got a panel now of very experienced professional. I'll introduce the chairperson of the panel, and then he'll come and introduce the team. So it's my pleasure to introduce Neeraj Kapoor, who's the CEO of Grow Brands. Neeraj, would you like to? So while Neeraj's detailed introduction is there on the page, I must tell you one thing about, he's a very seasoned industry professional with 25 years of experience, and he's left a significant mark behind on key brands like LG, Sansui, GoAir, iMint, and so on and so forth. Neeraj also was awarded one of the few guys from India who was awarded Top Professional Award by the India Travel Book 2008 and ITB Berlin in the year of March 2008. So I hand over the session to Neeraj. Neeraj, would you like to call upon your team and you can take the session forward?